So you need to navigate the Tokyo subway. You're helplessly lost, and you have just moved here, you're all by yourself, you speak no Japanese, and you're a loser. In other words, you're me. Or you're just here on vacation. In which case, today we're going to go over how to navigate the Tokyo subway. I'm going to give you all the tips and tricks that you're going to need to not get lost in this massive urban sprawl, and some secret life hacks to boot. So first, we're looking at this map of the city. This is Shibuya Station. Outside, it's pretty rainy here. This is what kind of one of the entrances look like. You can see the arrows on the ground indicate which direction you should be walking in. Now, these only apply when it's actually busy. Otherwise, Japanese people just walk wherever, honestly. The signs for like the ticket office and for which line you're at are clearly demarked in both Japanese and English, oftentimes in Chinese too. This is a ticket counter, so you want to wait in line behind everybody, and then you can approach the ticket stand. You'll want to, you have the option of language, you can put it in English. I like to search station by name, because typically you'll get the station where you want to go when you plug in directions to Google Maps. I'm going to Shinjuku today, and that'll be 170 yen. You can either put the money in there or coins there, and you'll get the ticket out there. I don't need to do that, since I live here. I've got this thing called Suica. That was my dog, Penny, by the way. Suica is basically like cards, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, yep, I'm just kind of showing you the line and everything now. I don't know why they do this, but they post like 5 flyers in a row. Oh, that was a little awkward. The lady looked right at the camera. Yeah, this part gets a little sketchy just because like people like to record up people's skirts. So I just kind of held the camera. I really wanted to show you this next part. That's why I'm still recording here, because they have like the stations. It shows you how many stops away each station is in which direction. Now you'll see that it's rather busy here. And that's because it was raining and all the trains were a little backed up, I think. I don't know. I'll talk about that later. But typically when it's busy and you're getting on board, you'll actually stand in line, waiting to get on. So you'll just want to wait when you see these lines. It's fairly crowded. It's actually one of the crowdest I've ever seen it. All the signs, again, like I said, clearly demarked in English. If you see blind people walking into the tracks, please stop them. And when it gets this busy, you'll definitely want to put your backpack in front of you, like what I'm doing right now. So make sure to do that. It's just a courtesy thing, right? Just courtesy. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, it even got more busy. I was a little worried that I was trying to record in this sort of circumstances. The train finally came after like 30 minutes. You'll see that people wait to get on for people to get off. One of my favorite parts. And then once everybody's off, everybody moves in like a horde of zombies. Like everybody's just mindlessly after an open space on this train. I ended up actually not making it on this train because of the water. It was too rainy, so the train was packed by the time that I tried to get. They're typically not that packed for the most part, but I think because of the rain today, they were like super, like this train was super packed, and it's about like 7 p.m. So when people are like getting off work for the most part and like heading north and like to the suburbs of the city, like Saitama is north of where I'm at right now. So that's probably why it was so busy, but damn. You'll see here that there's a map and it'll show you like where you're going and everything. They also got TV on these, and I really like this one. These panda guys made me laugh. This is me getting off the train. It was just as crowded at Shinjuku. Finally made it there. That was crazy. This is probably the most stuffed in there I've ever been in my life, man. But now we're at Shinjuku. So Shinjuku is one of the most complicated and largest train stations on the planet. In fact, I think it actually might be the largest train station on the planet. Not too certain. Look at how busy it is. And this is a Wednesday night. If you come to Japan, there might be an instance when you buy a ticket that when you try to put it into the ticket machine, it will reject you. And you'll get a little ding, 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 ding. It'll stop you. Here, let me show you. Like that. In the event that that happens, there are 2 things that you can do, right? One, if you've lost your ticket, then you can go to this little ticket station here, right? And you can typically find these next to all of the ticket like checkout areas. Basically, in this area, there will be an attendant there, and they'll be able to help you by passing you through the area if you've lost your ticket. They might ask you how much you paid for your ticket and where you're coming from, just to make sure that you paid the appropriate amount. In the first month or so living here, I lost my tickets all the time. So I had to go in there quite frequently and let them know that I lost my ticket. So if you ever find yourself in that position while traveling here or while living here, you can actually get through pretty frequently. I haven't had an issue with it yet, with them just letting me through. Now, sometimes you might take the wrong direction or get on the wrong train, or you might purchase the wrong ticket. In all of those events, you'll want to go to a fare adjustment counter where you'll put your ticket in here. Well, you'll click this first. Then you'll put your ticket in there. It'll show you how to do it all. Again, you can set it to English for just about all of these. Put your ticket in there. You'll pay the fare adjustment for however much the difference needs to be, and you'll get a fare adjusted ticket out. In which case, you can either go into the stall here and give it to them, or the fare adjustment ticket will work at the ticket machines as well. Now, navigating Shinjuku can be a pretty daunting task. I would recommend relying on a mixture of Google Maps, Apple Maps, and following the signs for which exit that you want to go to. So when you plug a place in as to where you want to go on Google Maps, if you're using train and you put public transportation while you're in Japan, then it'll actually tell you which exit to leave from. And so you'll just want to follow those signs. So like in my case, I'm over by the west exit, or the west gate. And so just make sure to take a look at what exit that you need to go out of and what number the exit is on Google Maps or Apple Maps or something along those lines. And you should be pretty good from there. Most things in Japan and Tokyo, and in Japan in general, are actually demarked with both Japanese and English. So all that you'll really need to do is know where to go. You won't necessarily have too hard a time of being able to read where you need to go and the directions and everything. And unlike like New York and some of the other major cities that I've been to, Japanese train stations actually very frequently have like konbinis, so places where you can go get food and everything like that, as well as restrooms. So actually they're quite convenient, very well thought out. Shinjuku is massive. They even have a whole mall built in to the train station. Like literally a whole mall built into the train station. These places are some of the best for getting like baked goods, as well as like finding cool little restaurants. If you're a frequent commuter, you can also pick up your groceries as well. So that's pretty nice.
And if you're ever in trouble with the missus, they have a flower stand, you know? And I found a little cute bunny muffin thing, and I thought I bought a chocolate muffin, but it wasn't a chocolate muffin. I was pretty sad.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot about the Tokyo subway, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.